Hi there, students. To sublimate. To sublimate. Well, you'll either find this word in chemistry or in psychoanalysis. Let's see. To sublimate. When somebody feels a very strong emotion, they feel something very strongly, but this is not something that they can properly express in society because it's socially unacceptable, then people sublimate this strong feeling, this strong emotion, into something else. So, for example, somebody who has feelings of extreme aggression and they want to go out and beat everyone up. Well, if we get them a punch bag, one of these big, then maybe they could sublimate that aggression into hitting the punch bag. Okay, and this is the idea of to sublimate, is to express strong emotions or the energy of strong emotions into an activity that's considered socially acceptable. So maybe there are a married couple who want to have children, but they're not able to have children for one reason or another. Maybe they sublimate this strong desire to have children by having a huge number of different pets, or 25 cats or something. Okay, so they have redirected the desire and the energy to have children into looking after these animals, and this is the idea of to sublimate. To sublimate is particularly used for sexual instinct. Yeah, so he had a huge amount of pent-up sexual energy. So he started to make sculptures out of clay. Okay, so it's modifying the natural expression of a primitive instinct into something that is socially acceptable. It's to divert the energy of an instinct like this into something that is acceptable within society. And this is the idea of to sublimate. Now, I mentioned this as a chemist. To sublimate as a chemist is very easy. Is when you heat a solid and it goes directly from the solid state to the gas state without passing through a liquid state, to sublime. Yeah. So, for example, salt, the salt, sodium chloride. When you heat salt, you heat it and heat it and heat it, and then suddenly it just becomes a gas. You don't actually make it into a liquid, and that's to sublimate as well. But that's not very useful. However, this use in the use of this word in psychoanalysis is quite useful. So you're sublimating some primitive instinct into something that is accessible. It's channeling your energy, channeling a very, very strong primitive feeling into something else. So I guess, to sublimate some primitive instinct into art, or maybe you could sublimate violence and hostility into a sporting activity. Is to sublimate, to channel it into, to redirect it. So the libido needs to be sublimated into something that is productive. To divert the expression of an instinctual desire, an instinctual impulse, into something that is socially or culturally more acceptable. maybe if somebody's trying to give up smoking, they sublimate the desire to smoke by, well, playing with a pen, for example. They're sublimating it. They are changing it from one thing into another. To you could, for example, maybe sublimate a problem by writing about it. Yeah. Okay. So you could, if you talking about something, is another method of sublimation of these of strong feelings. But to sublimate, to direct the energy from a primitive impulse, particularly sex, yeah, into something that is socially acceptable. Okay, and that's the idea of it. To sublimate, formality. I'm going to give this, I think, maybe 6.5 in formality. Don't use it informally. I think to channel from one thing into another. Use it in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And then as to origin, let's see, this comes from Latin, sublimatus, from the verb limare, to elevate, to lift up. Okay, so to raise, to sublimate. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. To sublimate, sublimation as a noun as well.